Just making a video talking about something I see pretty often on these newer Volkswagens and Audis. Actually not newer, anything pretty much newer than '06 has this style of a AC compressor. You see the AC compressor right here, there's the little control valve. That controls the way the refrigerant moves through the AC compressor. Older styles would have a clutch off the front that would engage and disengage. But these ones, rather than having that, they just can go into, they can kind of bypass the refrigerant. So rather than the clutch disengaging, it bypasses the refrigerant, so it's not pumping. But whatever the case, when these fail, you'll notice a lot of times it'll take a long time before the car will start to generate cold air out of the vents. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is check, make sure you have a good system charge, make sure you have no faults stored. And then if you have no cold air for, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 minutes before it starts to generate cold air, then it's likely that this control valve here is sticking, or it's stuck in a partial state where it's bypassing some of the refrigerant, but it's compressing a portion of it. So they're pretty easy to replace. You can see there's just a little clip that removes out of it, and then that one plug, and then it just slides out, and this is what it looks like. Obviously, you have to pull all of the Freon out of the compressor first, or just discharge the whole system. And then a lot of times you can do this right in place without even removing the AC compressor. So that's what you want to use, a little bit of PEG oil to lube up the O-rings. Pull the clip out, put the new clip in, stick that in, and it should take care of your problem. If you're looking at gauges and you have them hooked up to your high side and your low side, and what you'll see is when you turn the AC on, you'll see there won't be a big enough deviation between the high and the low side. So if you're looking at the low side with the AC on, rather than pulling it down to, let's say, 30 PSI or 35 PSI, it'll be stuck at, 80 or something like that. There'll be some difference between the high side and the low side, but it won't be nearly enough. It won't be pulling it deep enough. So that's usually the symptom when you're looking at gauges. But how it acts on the road is it'll just take a long time to start to, actually make cold air. So pretty common problem. It's worth a shot. They're not very expensive. They're usually pretty easy to replace. So that's kind of a good place to start. It's a lot cheaper than changing out your AC compressor. So thanks for watching.